baby, we got a wild one for you this week.
That's right. We're in a brand new location. We've got brand new looks. But we have a really amazing conversation with the one, the only King Dwarf.
Hey, guys.
New and improved Sloppy Seconds happening now. Happy New Year.
Faggots. What?
Oh.
Mom.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom,
you end up with us.
Sloppy Seconds. Oh, Diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppyseconds@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you stop you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks, you stupid little fucks. Welcome to Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball. I'm Meatball, and that's Big Dipper.
Hello, we've made
Hello.
it to 2023, and guess who's still alive?
Me.
Oh, wait.
Him.
Me! Thank you. This is a ghost?
I'm dead inside. You know what? In 2023, we're going to try some new and fun and experimental things. One of them is me quitting drag.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, you're actually cosplaying as yourself out of drag. What you can't tell at home is that this is an elaborate costume.
Yeah.
It's full makeup.
It's
What
drag
happened
on,
is,
and then I put more on.
yeah, you
over
got
it.
into full drag, and then you did a stubble
It's so-
treatment.
yeah, I had to put that on.
and then you added some bumps.
The amount of oh, you fucking bitch. Talking about my bumps and lumps. I got some questions about your face, sir.
Get into it.
What is up with those chiclet teeth?
They're
You think
tiny.
You ever had
They're-
have you ever heard of gum decrease? Like they can cut your gums back and make your teeth look bigger.
No, because I think my teeth would look worse.
And on that,
Don't do that. I always describe, sorry to him, he doesn't listen, my father. I always describe his teeth as like a turn of the century graveyard. Sort of like all the headstones are headed in different directions.
oh my God.
So I think genetically I sort of had an issue when I was younger. The first time I ever got a cavity, they told me I had 7.
Oh wow.
But now, as a grown-up person who takes care of my own teeth, what did I do when you got here this afternoon?
you went and brushed them.
After lunch, I brushed my teeth. And then also, I get my teeth cleaned quarterly, 4 times a year.
4 times a year?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, they're gonna fall off.
No. They love me over there at the dental shop.
Of course, because you're coming 4 times a year. They
Yeah.
have no other option. You
I'm
are
paying
paying
someone's
their
rent.
bills.
All right, well, let's get into
Let's
it.
get into it.
Today we have a really special guest. And yes, if you're watching, we are in a new environment. We're gonna switch it up a little bit.
Switch it up.
So let's introduce our special guest.
Our special guest is a viral porn sensation, the man everyone's talking about. Please welcome to the stage, King Dwarf! Ow, 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 ow.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank
How
you
are
so much
you?
for having me.
Thanks
no
for being
problem. Thanks
here.
for coming.
How are you guys?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm great. It's been another successful trip in LA.
Okay.
Now, well, why are you laughing?
Well, what do you mean another successful trip? Is every time
I thought you
at
lived
risk?
here.
No, I'm commuting back. I'm bi-coastal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm still hanging out in Jersey.
Yeah, that's that thing. You have that accent.
Yeah. It's gonna come out. Don't worry. Yeah,
Just
yeah.
the accent.
Just the
Yeah,
accent.
Just
Calm
the
down.
accent.
Oh, God damn it. I got
Okay, so how long have you been coming back and forth to LA? Because I feel like I became aware of you recently, and then it's like everybody is talking about you nonstop.
It's literally crazy, and that's why I've been coming back and forth between LA and Jersey so often, is because like obviously all the gigs, like
Uh-huh.
like the gigs are exploding for me
Gig
out,
economy.
out here, and like and then also like dating Joel, so like I'm have to like constantly
Who
coming.
lives out here?
He lives out here, so I'm
Oh.
constantly going back and forth.
Now
yeah.
that's Joel someone?
That's Joel someone, yes.
Not Joel's somebody.
Joel
Joel someone.
Joel someone.
Yes.
And now does he go to Jersey to visit you?
I drag his ass out there, yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So he
It's-
doesn't love it.
It's no. He loves New York, and
What's a
we-
short ride on a small train?
Exactly.
Yeah,
literally.
hop on the path.
Yeah.
Get on the PATH train.
Yeah.
You're over in Manhattan in 20 minutes.
Hoboken?
Exactly. Yeah. What? Hoboken. No joking. Yeah.
Wait, so the gigs. What kind of gigs have you been doing? I see that you're at Hot Dog Sundays
yes.
all the
I'm,
time.
I'm dancing at Hot Dog Sundays, like
Word.
literally all the time, which was I have so much fun. I think it's the greatest party in LA. I mean, New York doesn't even have anything remotely as fun as Hot Dog Sundays.
It is
It
the
literally
horniest.
Okay,
No,
I told
it
y'all
is.
about the time I walked into the bathroom and there was that couple fucking in front of their dog,
Oh,
and
I've
the
seen
dog
some
looked at
things.
me and was just like, "Help me!" I just had to leave.
No. Real dog or pup?
No, real dog,
Real dog.
animal, 4 legs, fur everywhere,
Tail?
canine, tail.
Tail?
Well, I could still be describing a person.
Yeah, I'm like, was he
We
giving
don't know.
tail?
Yeah. No, I've seen some shit. In
What
the
is the
hot dog
craziest
bathrooms.
thing that you've seen there that you feel like you can talk about without the party getting shut down?
Oof.
Never mind. Shut it
Yeah,
down.
never mind. Yeah.
My thought is like, it's winter time.
Yes.
Isn't it chilly? Don't you get a little chilly up
It's
there,
chilly.
all naked
It's,
dancing?
Yeah, it's very chilly. Yeah.
But the crowds have survived
nothing
through
shrinks.
the chill.
But yeah, what?
Nothing. He said nothing,
Nothing
shrinks.
shrinks. Well, okay.
Well, you're keeping that nice and warm.
We're keeping
in
that-
the mouths of so many customers. Are people allowed to touch there? Let's not.
Yeah.
Okay, speaking of
We
the
let
elephant,
things go.
the elephant in the room,
Mhm.
your dick.
Yes,
Mhm.
that is the other. Yes,
You
4'6" and mostly dick. Yeah.
4'6" and mostly dick.
Yeah.
You really have cornered a market for what you're offering, and you lead with it in a really sort of like unapologetic way that I think takes a lot of people a little bit like it's a little bit shocking.
Oh,
They're
it
sort of
is.
taken aback and they're like,
Mhm.
whoa, you're embracing who you
Yeah.
are. You're also showing off who you are. And it's just a lot of dick.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But it's funny that you say that because I think people are so like in shock that I'm so open about it, and I'm like so like just forward and like unapologetic about me like now. And it also comes from a journey, like a long journey of
Yeah.
of being like severely bullied and being in a really dark place and like being ashamed for who I was. So this was like kind of like a culmination of everything. And like at 18 and I had that laptop in front of me and I was like just ready to take my clothes off and I was like I need like acceptance
What's
And
your
so I'm
age?
gonna get this cock out.
pretty much. Yeah.
What's your age now?
I just turned 32 yesterday.
Oh, congrats.
Wow,
Oh, happy
younger than
birthday.
Ginger Minch.
Younger
Happy
than
birthday!
Thank you.
Okay, so when you were growing up in
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go
Sure.
for it.
Did you find out that you were a dwarf first, or that you were gay first?
I found out I was a dwarf first.
Oh.
Yeah.
And when was that?
That was probably around like 6 or 7. That's
Okay.
when I kind of like had to have that like my parents kind of had that conversation with me because they knew I was going to go pretty much be thrown to the wolves in school with
In
kids.
school.
Oh,
And kids are
damn.
fucking evil.
Yes,
Like, yeah,
of course. I feel like so many queer people, obviously, there's like a scale of how horrific their experience was in bullying, but everyone has, even if you've just had one experience, having a taste of that, everyone knows and then it's also hard to not also be horrific when you have the upper hand. You know what I mean?
Completely.
Like
yeah,
as a kid, you just
Yeah.
go where you can survive.
completely. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
let's talk about dwarfism
Huh.
because I feel like a lot of people are obviously aware
Mhm.
in the world, but people don't really know a lot about it.
People don't. I like the first question I get a lot is, "What do you like to be called?"
Okay.
And I'm
Uh-huh.
like, "Hi, I'm King Dwarf. Nice to meet you." No.
Yeah.
But like I'm like, yes, I'm a dwarf, and then I have to go into like explaining like the difference between a dwarf, a midget, and then they're so used in the PC like era that we're in, little person,
Right.
Yeah.
and I'm like,
From that TLC show,
little people,
Little
big
People,
world.
World.
Yeah. Little person to me, I think, is probably like the most derogatory
Oh,
because it's
okay.
like to me, it's like, okay, you're calling me a little person, but what are you? Are you the bigger person?
gag.
Like we go,
Mm.
like I get into that headspace,
Right.
like,
Yeah.
and midget, I'm like, that's like folklore, that's going back, like that's somebody whose body is like they're extremely small and their body is like proportionate.
Yeah.
Whereas with me, finally with the dwarf, that's my body is not proportionate. I'll have like an average torso like you guys have,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
but like obviously my legs are going to be short.
And your
Yeah.
penis.
Yeah, that
Mm.
didn't
Is
get,
above
Is
it.
yeah, that definitely didn't get affected. No.
So okay, I mean, welcome to Google. There are over 400 types of dwarfism
Yes.
that affect people all differently.
Yes. The ones on that show, like the father, he has the really bad type, like Zach.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
he has the same type that I have. It's called achondroplasia.
Okay.
It's like it affects 1 in 25,000.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Not you confirming based on this piece of paper versus a person with lived experience.
I don't know. Listen, sometimes you
Yes,
can't trust.
in
Sometimes
fact.
you cannot trust.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like,
This paper does.
I don't know. So I'm blessed. Like I have the most mobility. I'm able to do the go-go dancing.
Right.
So I'm so lucky.
Now, is dwarfism considered a disability?
Yes. Yes.
And like,
Okay.
what are things that you encounter that like give you trouble out in the world, like as a disabled person?
it's definitely the driving.
Okay.
Like coming to LA is so
Oh,
mind
girl.
blowing
oh,
because
God.
there's nobody on the streets. And I was like, I was talking to Joel and I was like, he's like, you never heard the song like Nobody Drives in LA?
Right.
And I was like, wow. And so he plays it for me. I'm like, no, that song is literally like true facts. Like I was walking on, where was I? I was on Melrose and I was getting a haircut. And I'm like, I'm the only one on this street, like
Right.
walking. And it's so mind boggling because I grew up in New York and I was like, I would just literally like walk from here, take the subway, whatever. And just like here, I was like, yeah, I really need to get the car situation down because otherwise
Right.
I'm
Oh,
Ubering
yeah.
everywhere, you know? So the car thing is major for me. Just grabbing like basic stuff in like your grocery store or like, and I'm like, or like the clothing store. I'm like, hey, could you grab that up there on the top shelf?
Right.
And people are like super chill about it, but it's like it's going like it's normal people wouldn't think twice because you don't go through that on a daily basis. you
Right.
know?
Yeah.
So it's mostly like the transportation, and I mean clothing can always be tailored.
Right.
That's not a huge
That just seems like
issue.
such an extra expense.
Oh yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it seems like it would be not only annoying just to have to do all that stuff, but also like having to pay for so much extra stuff.
Yeah.
And to like get a car like switched over with all the seats and stuff,
Yeah.
that's gonna be crazy expensive.
I think with that it's just gonna be the extensions.
okay.
You could just throw that onto any car.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Yes.
Onto the pedals.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah, I
it.
actually made a another dwarf friend when I was out in New Mexico.
Make any
celebrating.
content?
Wait, we were in New Mexico at the exact same time.
Yes, we were. That was crazy. Yes.
What happened? What? How do you know?
He was an
It
alpha
was just
sniffies.
just on Instagram because
caught
we
me.
were messaging about him coming in to do the show,
Mhm,
and I
mhm.
was like, "Oh, let me get your
Just
number."
side note, Sniffies and Grinder out there is wild. But anyway,
I
keep
feel like
going.
Sniffies and Grinder is wild everywhere else but
It is.
LA.
It's-
It is.
I feel like LA, it's boring as hell.
Well, also everyone you see in LA, you've seen as hot dog or
yeah.
whatever. So there's
Yeah,
no
that's
mystery.
true.
There's
Yeah,
no excitement.
exactly,
You
yeah.
go to the middle of New Mexico. It's like
Yeah.
when you're hooking up with someone who claims they're
Str-
bisexual or straight or doing
yeah,
whatever. It's
yeah.
like more likely to be true.
Yeah, no,
And
yeah.
like a bunch of faggots in West Hollywood
Yeah.
cosplaying
Oh,
as
yeah.
like an uncle.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Oh,
I didn't even
completely.
think
He
about
nailed it
that.
right on the head. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
how don't we take a break?
Wait,
And we'll-
no, I
oh.
have one quick question though.
Okay.
Speaking of like walking around,
Mhm.
I assume that you get a lot of looks. People look at you.
Yes.
And I find this interesting because you are in the business of wanting people to look at you,
Yes.
trying to get attention. The more
Completely.
eyes on you, the
The
better,
better.
the bigger your pocketbook grows.
Correct. Yes.
So it must be really interesting because when you're just going to the grocery store or
Mhm.
waiting for an Uber, doing whatever,
Mhm.
maybe you don't want all the eyes on you.
Oh yeah, no, completely. That's kind of like I just kind of want to blend in at that moment, but
Right.
I'm not going to.
Right.
And it's kind of like my respite. I was like, all right, I'm not on stage. I'm not doing a scene. I'm not doing a film. I'm not filming content. I'm just at fucking Whole Foods.
Right.
I can curse, right? We're
Yeah.
good?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So,
Fuck yeah!
And you're at Whole Foods.
Whole
You're welcome.
Foods. Yeah. Yeah, but the stairs and everything, I think it's like, my mom used to get so pissed when I was growing up. That's the funny thing.
Really?
Yeah, she would like, the Italian would come out of her and she would just like start fights. She's like, don't be looking at my fucking son. What are you? Like literally. Like it would bother her more than me.
Yeah.
I would be like on my Game Boy, like playing Pokemon or some shit. And like, she'd be like, yeah, those fucking kids over there, they're fucking staring. She goes, I'm gonna say something to their fuck. Like she'd go full like the female version of Carmela from The Sopranos.
Right.
Like literally, yeah.
Okay.
So and I'm like, Mom, can we just get what we need and leave? Like, And so literally, yeah. And I like it. I think I'm just so immune to it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I still get it. And what was I? Leaving the Apple store like 2 days ago. And I'm literally just waiting for my Uber. And just some guys would just like pull up and they're like, hey little guy, what's up? Hey little guy.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? It's 2022.
Yeah. And I'm
Right.
just like And I was just so unabashed. I was in a public setting. Like, it's the
Right. What
the
do you
tower.
do?
I was like, "What's up, guys?" I was like, "Are we cool? Like, what's up? Yep, little." I was like going like right. It was funny. I was like, "If you want to see more of this," and I grabbed my junk. It was actually really funny. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Now,
And were
can
they
you
into
tell?
that?
Oh,
I'm
They
sorry.
they sped right off.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
can you tell if someone recognizes you from your work or from just staring at you?
You know, now it's crazy because I don't. Now it's like they're staring at me, and then I'll kind of get like, I'll wait. I'm like, is this just general curiosity, or are they like seen me online?
Right.
And then they'll usually like give me that nod, or like the most popular thing is I'll get a message in my DMs on Twitter, or they'll like,
Like I saw you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I was so
That's
scared to come up
creepy.
to you, da 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 da. Like literally, I'm with my best friend and we'll be at a Qdoba or like something like Target, and they'll be like, "Yeah, I saw you. Like you were with your friend. I didn't know whether it was cool enough to come up." And I was like, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. You were staring at me. Like it's totally cool. I'm totally approachable, dude. You know." And it's funny to get those messages now. You know.
Right.
And then the ones that are just staring at me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm a dwarf. Yeah, we're not unicorns. We, well, we are unicorns. I
One in
guess.
25,000.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
that
much.
is
Yeah,
unicornish
yeah,
to
that is
me.
Yeah. So.
All right. Let's take
a
a break.
He's in it.
Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I too have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get a 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off.
And we're
back.
back.
When you were in school, like when you were a kid.
Let him compliment me.
Sorry.
Go on.
Yes, honey.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mariah, who?
So Meatball asked this question earlier. Did you
Mhm.
know you were a dwarf or did you know you were gay first?
Yes.
When did you realize that you were gay? Or
That
queer or however you
that
identify?
was right after. That was
Okay.
very fresh into school. I was like a 7 years old. I knew I was gay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to know why?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
big
no,
base-
leave us
yeah.
leave us in suspense. dude.
So, the very world of porn. Actually, it was like it was my father being dumb enough not to have strong enough parental controls. You know, back in the day.
oh
with
yeah,
the-
yeah, yeah.
With like the Spice Channel and
At
everything.
7?
Yeah. So like it was one number. And I was like very like apt to technology because I was like so I was like I would like watch him like watch the pay-per-views, just like the normal stuff. And I'm like, oh, he's just putting one number in. I'm like, okay. And then so my curiosity got the better of me one day and like, yeah, I like was like, oh, what does this do? And then lo and behold, I'm watching like the Spice Channel, you know. And I
Oh,
was very
wow.
aroused and I found myself and like most queer individuals that I spoke with, like they're like whether it was like, you know, the Hanes in the department stores, you know.
Ooh,
Like
Oh,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
knew. And so when I saw like this like naked man and naked woman, I was like, okay, I'm looking at the dude more than like the woman.
Right.
And then that's when I knew I was like something was up.
Now, we last
Well,
year.
can I ask really quick? When
Oh,
did
yeah,
you
go
come
ahead.
out as gay? Like,
That I came out obviously in school. Well, I was more so like that was like almost a forced coming out in because I went to an all boys private school. Yeah. And
And you were
then
sucking
oh,
dick.
God.
They found you.
yeah, you suck some dick,
yeah,
didn't you?
pretty much, yeah. But we'll get to that.
Okay,
So
okay.
but basically then it was friends knew and then I finally recently was talking to my mother about it because it was kind of like she still was holding out hope. She was like, no, you're just confused. You know, you're bi, Mike. It's fine. I'm like, okay, ma. All right. You think a
Well, at
woman's
least she went your bi. Like, she tried to give
yeah,
you choices.
yeah. I was like, if you think a woman's gonna walk through the storm, okay, more power to you, mom. But my dad is like the really old school Italian. He's like the one that's still coming around to it. Like he's like, all right, my only son, he's a dwarf. Now he's gay. All right, like it's gradual with him,
Right.
you know.
right.
So then he's coming around to like me being like with my boyfriend. It's like I'm proud of him. He's making big strides.
What about the porn?
Yeah, do they know about the porn?
My mother and they know what they need to know with the porn. Yes, they know.
What are you, an influencer?
They yeah,
You're
pretty
an
much,
internet
yeah,
influencer, that
because they
works.
would worry. I was so much in a bubble when I was growing up, obviously.
Right.
So they know what they need to know because if they knew more, then they would be petrified every day, and I'd have that phone
Right.
ringing every single day.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah. So
Interesting.
yeah.
So we last year around this time interviewed Rocco Steele.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
And we of course asked him the question of like, when did you realize you had such a massive cock?
Uh-huh.
And he was like, I really don't think I do. Or like, do you
Yeah,
remember this
he
answer?
didn't realize it until he was like way later.
Super later in
Oh.
college, like
yeah.
That's crazy.
jerking
that
off
late in
with his
life.
frat
Friends
brothers.
and they were all like, "Wow, your dick is huge."
I don't know if I
Yeah.
necessarily believe
I
that.
didn't in the
Yeah,
moment, and
yeah.
Rocco, I still don't. You were being quite. No, I'm just kidding. But I guess my curiosity
Let me just taste
is,
it really quick, and then I'll tell
There
you
you
the
go.
truth.
I'll
There
tell
you
you,
go.
does this taste big?
this
And
taste
did you
big?
know in college?
We'll do a blind taste test.
I'm just always so curious about that because I think like as a sex worker, there are some people who do it for attention. There are some people who say, well, I've got the goods and this feels like something I can do.
Yes.
You know, there's a lot of things that I think people who don't do that work don't understand, like how
Correct.
much
Completely.
it takes out of you or
Oh, it
what sort of
does.
skills you need.
Yes.
But I guess my curiosity is like, when did you go like,
Wow, I have a big fucking dick.
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a very much like locker room situation, like Euphoria, like kind of yeah. It was very much like a younger locker room situation, because that's and the funny thing is, like the intense bullying, like completely almost like changed when the other guys saw the size of my dick.
Toxic
course.
masculinity
Of fucking
at its
course.
best.
I hate
mean,
Yes.
that's insane.
Yeah. So
And I'm sure, I mean, this might be like insensitive or whatever, but I'm sure it stood out even more compared to your height.
oh, completely. It was
And
like
so
this
everyone
massive,
was like,
like
what the hell?
yeah. They were like, dude, you gotta fucking like you're a tripod. That was the thing. That was the always joke.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Just
Sorry, my
get
mouth
hard.
just keeps watering.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
get hard, lean forward, and
Literally,
Voila!
exactly.
Balance.
Voila! Yeah.
yeah, that is so wild.
It is, yeah.
And so, what did you think? You just thought like, oh, this is great, or you thought I'm going to show this to people?
It's funny because as I was like growing up, I think just kind of like to deal with the bullying, I was an intensely sexual person. Like I was coming into my own, and I think that was like, and I was like around like heteros, like it was like they're all straight. Some of them are questioning. Some of them I'm like blowing for protection, like so I don't fucking get bullied. Yeah, like
blowing for protection.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, when I was in that dark moments, like
listen.
Yeah.
I am looking for some protection.
Yeah, so you
kind of. I'll suck it so hard.
Yeah.
That's
but
wild.
Essentially, it was
how
kind
did
of
you
like
come to that?
It was kind of like a quid pro quo thing, essentially.
Yeah.
Like it was like you're bullied, and like, can you do this for me? And I'm gonna tell the fucking jocks not to fuck with Mike anymore.
Who?
Yeah.
How do you come to that agreement? How was it made clear
Sexually.
that a blowjob would do that?
It was sexually, because also like they weren't out, so it was kind of like, all right, so this is like getting even messier. So like you want me to blow you, and
but
you
now I know.
Yeah, and now you see that
what
I'm
your
being
dick
bullied,
looks like.
and then if you're gonna act like you don't know me in the fucking cafeteria, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do in high school. Yeah.
That's so wild.
I know.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear stories about this, I'm always like,
Oh,
I didn't lose my virginity until
He
like
was late.
22.
Really?
I did like nothing sexual.
I was sucking dick at 13.
I'm like,
girl, same. Nah.
Yeah, I mean, but mine was I was sucking the bully's dick, and then he would
Same.
still just bully me at
See?
school, and I'd be like, "Oh, that's hot."
Yeah.
What?
No, yeah.
the bully.
The things that go
the
on.
premier bully
Yeah.
at your performing
The
arts.
roughest hand.
Yeah.
At your performing arts.
No, this was when I was at public.
The head bully. Yeah. No, but the things that go on in an all boys school.
Yeah, I could only imagine.
Yeah.
Just no one wiping their butt correctly.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross. The hygiene must have
Not
been
wanting to
awful.
take showers. Here I am, the fucking smallest, and of course with the biggest dick. I'm like, yeah, I'll shower. I don't give a fuck.
Let's get it out to the people.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, right, because they're all sort of like weirded out by being in the group
Yeah.
shower.
Yeah.
So then when you were 18, you decided to like
Whoa.
begin your chatterbait career.
Yeah, that was definitely the point where I was like, I'm tired of the fucking bullying. I don't know if I'm like sexually attractive because like they're all going out with girls, and I'm
Yeah.
like, the girls like aren't paying any mind to me.
Right.
So it's like I need to figure this out.
Yeah.
So I went on definitely that like self-discovery journey, and it was like, all right, so I have like this fucking laptop in front of me. I was like, let me go on Cam 4, let me go on Chatterbait. And at that point I was like, I'm getting the attention for my big dick, so let's see how it translates on the internet and what happens. And it definitely became my out, and it was like exploded. I mean, I exploded on Chatterbait. That was
Yeah.
like bringing in, like, I was doing these live camera shows, and they were so much fun. And honestly, like, the feedback was not as bad as I ever thought it would be.
Right.
Like,
Really?
yeah, like I was expecting like my room to be filled with trolls, like Snow White, fuck you, the dwarfs get loose, something like that.
Oh my
And
god.
like, yeah, no, yeah,
I mean,
And-
I hate it, but it's pretty good.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
there's bashful, sleepy,
yeah,
dopey,
yeah,
horny.
horny, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah,
That's
undiscovered
bad.
eighth dwarf. Yeah, but,
Donkey.
yeah,
Donkey. Yeah, you were there the whole time. You were just fucking in the back.
exactly,
Yeah, you were
exactly,
really-
yeah.
Well,
Just-
yeah, and
yeah.
then what did it feel like when? Because the first time I ever saw you, it was like a ripped video from
Oh
one
my
of your
god,
lives, and it
that
got put-
video is like fucking everywhere.
know.
What is it?
It's just, I think it was just like a jerk
It's a-
off video, but
yeah,
it
it's a-
wasn't even like
It's
the
a
whole thing.
it's a screen grab of one of my shows, like one of my first shows.
I know about this.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then it
I
gets like it was
personally
stolen,
follow
and then
shows.
that circulated
Like,
a lot.
it
But,
was-
like
yeah.
no one knew your name
and
or
millions
anything.
Exactly.
of views or
And
something
it had
like
an
that.
Millions of
it had
views.
on it,
Yeah.
which is like so offensive.
And now, why is this considered the slur? Like we say like the T word or the F word,
Mm.
and I've heard people say the M word.
well, let's
yes.
bleep it then.
yeah, no, yeah.
We got my girl.
Why is that word? Because you described earlier before that it means something different in sort of like a
Yeah, I mean,
mythical way. Or
Yeah, and,
whatever,
and
but-
like it's such a, it has such an old definition attached to it, because I think it was seen in like, folklore texts in like the 1700s and everything
Right.
like that. And so it's something still brought and still used today with negative connotation. There was some way it was like turned into a negative connotation.
Interesting, okay.
And like with me, um
But you kind of use it.
I kind of use it. I kind of take that word and like empower myself with it, essentially.
Right.
Because I think because I just heard it so much used at me
Right.
that I was
Mhm.
like, I'm gonna put it on its head and like use it you know?
It's like me with faggot.
Right. And I
I call everyone a
remember
faggot.
feeling really uncomfortable with using the word faggot for a while. And then something like 2 or 3 years ago, I think with us doing the pod, like with Willem in Alaska, they, you know,
I
it
love
just sort of became like, we can say it.
I love that we took ownership of it.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what I love so much, and that's what I think I strive to do. I was like, I'm gonna take ownership of this because if I use it, then no one can ever fucking hurt me with it again.
Absolutely.
You know?
Smart.
Yeah.
So, you're on these chat rooms. You're doing these live streams.
Yes.
Meatball's seeing your ripped video on the internet.
Yes.
What? How do you go? How do you say? Well, I'm going to turn this into money making opportunity.
So
What was the job? Also, were you doing that at your parents' house?
I was literally doing it in my bedroom. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, where in the house is your bedroom? To me, when I think of a home in New Jersey, I imagine there's like a top floor.
Top floor.
There's a
middle
top floor
this-
teenage boys
no, this
room that has like
basement level.
No, the key is the biggest gag is like it was in an apartment, and it was like what 1, 2, like 4 or 5 rooms in this apartment. So their bedroom, their living room, and I'm just in the second bedroom, like
just being quiet.
door closed, just being quiet.
He actually doesn't know what rooms are. 'cause
Hi
he's only at
guys,
one.
but you know.
What is that joke? What is that joke?
We're just talking about how tiny your little house is. Keep going.
We love a studio.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're not
It's
shaming.
great. It's
We're not
gorgeous.
shaming
Yeah, no
here.
one-
So much room in there.
Yeah. So,
So you turned it into a business.
yeah, and I mean, from the direction from there, I was like, okay, I'm getting the views, and people were just giving me ideas. Like they were like, do this, like do a Snapchat and pay people. So, and I'm like, all right, I'll go down that road. But it was growing so exponentially quick that I was like, and when a platform like OnlyFans came about,
Mhm.
I was like, all right, this is how I'm gonna make fucking money.
Right.
And so, I started it with like my best friend was really on it. He's like, because like my Twitter was taking off, and it was kind of like that PR where I was like, this is the best time to capitalize on it.
Right.
And so I like made one, and it was overwhelmingly successful, and I was like so grateful. I was like, for just the people that were willing to support me and like had so much nice things to say about me, and then even other dwarves who would have never in their wildest dreams just like imagine themselves doing something like me, like going front and center with this,
Yeah.
Right.
like seeing their like admiration for me. And I was just like, it was so overwhelming, and I was so proud of myself that I like took it to the forefront and I was like monetizing it. They were like, that's something like I would never have the courage to do, and for you to be like the leader in this, that's so incredible.
Are you the leader?
Yeah.
I mean, as you said earlier, I think I cornered the market in terms of
Yeah.
with like the dwarf content.
Mm-hmm.
There's other creators out there, but I don't think
I love that word, creator.
yeah,
Well, they are creating.
creator. Yes,
know.
they are
Wait, but
creating.
I'm just thinking about it. I don't see anybody as prominent as you. I don't
That's
think
the
I've
thing,
actually
yeah.
seen any other
Yeah,
creators.
that's the thing, and that's what most people like. They'll tell me they're like, I'll see like a couple other because unfortunately, like I'm friends with another one, but he's in such a rural area, like he's in like
Oh.
Alabama. And President Dwarf, I love you. Shout out to you. Like he is
Oh,
just
he's the president.
yes,
You're
he's
the
the
king.
president.
You're
Yeah,
the king.
yeah. I think
He's
that
the
was really funny.
president.
Yes,
That's smart.
and he's like one of the
Well,
Who's
sweetest.
in the cabinet? You know?
That's a good one.
So he's so sweet, and I always think, and he's like, like it's the rural thing.
Right.
And I'm just like, listen, if you could ever get to a major city, we'd kill it. Like, even I would love to film with him. I would love to. That's something I have not done. is
Really? I
film
was
with
going to
another
ask.
dwarf. Yeah.
Another dwarf.
No, that's the only
Do
thing.
people request it?
Yes,
course they do.
overwhelmingly.
No, I have
Fly
a
him
question.
out.
Yeah.
Come on,
I'm going
President.
to- Come on, President.
I have
Yeah.
a question. How do you feel about like people maybe fetishizing you? You say it.
Fettuccine Alfredo.
Yeah. What do you feel about
I
fettuccine
love me
Alfredo?
some fettuccine Alfredo.
But what do you
Um,
feel about that? Like, how do you draw the line between like, oh, I'm being fetishized and like I'm creating this for my own empowerment?
Yeah, because you lean
Yeah.
into these terms.
Oh,
like
I
we
do.
said.
Yeah, and honestly, fetishize me all you want. Like, it's filling up my bag. Like, my bag is great. Like, if you want to call me whatever you want to call me, just make sure that credit card don't decline. Like that's basically how it is with me. And even going into sex work, the sex work that I do,
Yeah.
I get fetishized as like fuck, and like you should see the messages that I get like from potential clients, and
We'll
like-
read some
We'll read
aloud in the
one.
next
Yeah,
segment.
yeah,
When we
yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
What's going on here?
Um,
No, sorry, I was.
No, yeah. But yeah, and it's I it literally empowers me, and it just like you can call me whatever you want as long as you're paying me.
Yeah.
I love that you're taking ownership of it. That's
I
so
have to.
cool.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I had no control of myself when I was growing up,
Yeah.
and I was like deeply depressed, deeply
Yeah.
depressed, and I was just like, like in that dark headspace, suicidal, you name it. I was like, because there was nobody for me to turn to, like there was no shows yet as Little People Big World. There was no spotlight on it, and it was just
Right.
like me getting stared at everywhere that I went, pointed at everything, and it was, and then dealing with it in school, and then it was. So now that I kind of like have the reins on my life, it feels incredible.
Yeah.
And I'm making
Awesome.
money off of it. So it's like a huge fuck you to everybody.
Well,
you know?
it must be so validating.
It is incredibly, because when I couldn't get no validation, like I in turn validated myself, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like I was like, no one was giving the validation that I needed, so I had to take the control. Okay, Siri, relax. So-
Validation.
Validation,
exactly,
bitch.
Exactly. So, and then also the internet. But I mean, I feel like that's where I got most of my validation from.
Right.
After I came to terms with myself, and I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't have been a good story for me if I didn't turn to the internet.
Yeah.
And I'm sure glad you did.
Thank you.
Now,
Thank
I have
you.
a question. What you mentioned that you do some sex work. Are you
Mhm.
comfortable talking about that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What happens when someone knocks on the door and you open it, because you don't really get to like see what they look like beforehand, do you?
Most of the time, no, but then sometimes they do feel comfortable sending me a photo,
What if
But
it's something you're not into at all? This is my question for every sex worker.
Yeah.
I ask everybody
Um,
that does it. I just don't understand, because if I'm not attracted to somebody, I
Mhm.
can't mentally get myself there.
Viagra does wonders. No.
Alicia?
Mhm.
But no, yeah, it's funny that you say that, because you do really have to get into the headspace of like, this is a job, and this is the task today. You know how like we go like literally the task, like this is the task at hand,
Yeah.
and we know that there's going to be no like physical attraction,
Right.
but there's going to have to be something there that is going to get me through this.
Do you ever
But
think
you have
about
to like
like
lie. Like you have to pretend like you're
Oh yeah,
attracted.
yeah.
yeah.
God, an
Put on my-
actor. I could never.
I put on my best like Joan Crawford, like my Betty Davis, like yeah, I put on my best like old Hollywood performance.
Oh,
Would
my
you
goodness.
prefer to not receive a picture because then there's
just
no
gonna be like,
anticipation if you are not looking forward to it?
Yes,
So you'd
You're
rather
right.
go in completely cold
blind.
because you're like, I'm either going to
Yes.
be into this or not into this. And if
Exactly.
you send me a picture a day beforehand, then
gonna
I'm
be
just
like,
going 24 hours of regret.
Yes, I'm gonna be like, fuck.
But I really want to buy those new shoes.
Exactly, girl. Yes. I yeah.
All right, let's take a break, but we'll talk about some sex work more when we get back.
When we get back. And we're back.
Okay, so getting into the sex work,
Mhm.
what is the legal scenario? Like, what should we say?
I think we can talk. We can keep it general with the sex work.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were to visit a website
Mhm.
in which you may advertise your services allegedly, the description reads, Meatball?
Mhm.
Massive dwarf cock.
Ooh.
Attractive, young, hung, and ready to fulfill your biggest dwarf fantasy. 8.5 by 7, uncut and thick. 4'7", 130 pounds, muscular, short, black
Can I
hair,
just-
good kisser, passionate, and affectionate.
Can I just say having it read aloud is so hilarious.
What happened?
Well,
sorry.
I actually don't find this funny at all. Hard as a rock.
Also,
It's just you
there's
people.
a
It says 4'7",
4'7",
but
but you
have it
advertise
saying
4'6" and mostly dick.
Yes.
It rhymes.
Yeah.
It's like how
So which is
it's
it?
how
That-
Lady
King?
Gaga used
Which
to
is
say
it?
she was
King?
Which
5'3",
is
but she's
it? We're gonna get the
5'2".
measuring.
What if we measured?
Now
you?
you don't have adult braces on here, and I got to tell you,
It's working for him.
I know.
Really?
Yes.
And
It's driving people nuts.
People are
Like
into
people are
it.
so
Yes.
into
But
it.
I
yeah.
fear that it's a fucked up thing.
I
and
hate
you
it.
know why the fucked up thing.
Yes,
right?
I know why it's a fucked up thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't
But-
need to say it out loud.
and it's funny because like where was I? I think I forgot where I was, but I was at an event, And they were like, I'm really digging the braces. And I
There,
was
it's like wild.
and I was like, I hate them. I'm going to have them for like another 2 years.
Really?
Because this is my second set. The first set, my teeth were great because I have a
Mhm.
small jaw. Most dwarfs, like, that was the Jersey popped out jaw.
I heard.
Sure.
Say water really quick.
Water.
Yeah.
And
Aw.
pickles come in a
Door.
jar.
Can I get some chocolate? No. So dwarves have a really small, narrow jaw.
Okay.
And so the first time it was success, but my wisdom teeth had to fucking come in, and then they fucked everything up.
Oh
Got it.
yeah.
So it was like, okay, now I have to get them, and it was like the domino effect. I was like, well, great, I have to get braces again, and I'm like 30 years old.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
They're
yeah,
working.
thank
They
you.
are.
That was the
working.
first thing when I texted Mario.
Mhm.
I asked him for your number,
Uh-huh.
but then I just hit you up on Instagram because I was like, I don't want to, whatever. But
Yeah.
he was like, I fucking love his braces. He was like, so.
I love
No, Mario.
Mario.
I love Mario so much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, do you like? How long have you been meeting up with people to work?
Do you ever get
I'm
nervous?
very new to it actually.
Yeah.
I'm recently it's a new avenue for me. And it was with hanging out with my other sex worker friends that they were like, this is another road you need to go down. Stat.
Yeah.
And
I'm
so
sure you could charge a lot too.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
way more than most people.
yeah. So I get away with a lot. And because even my boyfriend says it, he's just like out here in LA, he's like, I'm like, you go through and it's like a casting catalog, and then they see you and it's like you're that sore thumb that sticks out.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not
But-
sore.
Not sore. Yeah.
You leave them
But,
sore.
yeah, I leave them sore. Yeah.
Oh, oh.
So
Do you get nervous?
Like going to.
yes. There's definitely that like anxiety that creeps in. You're like, what am I walking into? What is the situation? Is there going to be certain use of drugs?
Right.
There's a lot of things that you have to like mentally prepare for.
Because we tell like very crazy hookup stories from our past on this show, and we always ask our guests. And, a lot of times when they get crazy, you leave. And
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah,
you're able to leave
Yes.
anytime you want to.
I am. But then there's
But there-
also like my personal safety.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you can leave,
Mhm.
but then you're like, oh, I don't get paid. So is this just annoying and I have
It's
to deal with this? Or is
yes.
this not safe?
It's
And is this fucked up and I need to leave?
that's constantly the what I'm dealing with, like my psyche, what I'm dealing with in my head. Like, do I leave? I'm not going to get paid. Like, is my safety going to be at risk?
Right.
Like, are they going to pull out? Like, you don't know.
Without
And
coming.
luckily, like literally, if my arm was long enough to knock on that wood, like I would. And I honestly have not had any situations, thankfully, yet of where I found
Well,
myself.
because I know that when I used to go hook up with strangers, that would always be in the back of my mind, and I just feel like it's like I would worry like. I think now I wouldn't worry about being like, oh, I can't be overpowered. I'm like a big guy.
Mhm.
But for you, do you ever feel like any sense of danger in that
Yes,
sense?
yes. And I think it's just from like because I was brought up to fear the world. Like that was the one
Right.
thing that I can honestly say the biggest detriment that my family did to me was made me afraid of the world. And it's so funny because now having a boyfriend in the same world, he goes,
Don't brag.
you have to. What's up? Oh, okay. I didn't catch that.
He said, "Don't brag."
Oh.
Someone's a little single.
Yeah.
So he goes, you have to like change the narrative and don't go in with that mindset.
Right.
And he goes, you have to be a little more trusting of people because you're known, they're paying for something, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like they have more to lose.
Yes, of course.
If you really think about it. And
like,
people are gonna know that you're I let my define my friends feature all that. Like I well document when I'm doing something.
yeah,
I have like 3 people that I automatically send out my location, drop my location to,
right.
and I'm like, this is where I'm gonna be if you don't hear from me. Da 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 da. But yeah, like I take his feedback
Yeah.
because I'm coming into my like terms with myself where I'm like, you know what? I have to stop being afraid of the world because the world is actually very generous and it's been generous to me now.
Yeah.
So I have to stop with the fear of the world.
It
Huh.
is. I think it's a unique, like,
I'd swallow an air tag just in case.
I
Just in case they
should.
could kill me and carry my body.
get it
Yeah.
implanted.
It's like
they do a
in
lot
me.
of
Yeah, but
implants.
you gotta
Yeah.
change the battery once a year. I'd rather just swallow it once.
No, they have those little microchips you can start your car.
Yeah, but
Okay.
that doesn't
We'll
get,
go to
that's
an
not going
Apple
to
store and
track
just-
me.
Just gonna swallow an AirTag.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're like, here's a.
Yeah.
You shit it out 7 hours later.
Exactly.
But at least I know where I was.
At least
Exactly.
I'm tagged.
Yeah.
What is your best experience
yeah.
with someone?
It definitely is going into most like they just want like kind of like that companionship and that like just talking with somebody. You'll get like these extremely like wealthy people that they're in their like penthouse in New York and they're just like, hey, come over, like just shoot the shit with me. And then like, or like recently, like the in fucking Beverly Hills, and they're just like, they're in this huge fucking mansion by themselves, and they're like, I'm really attracted to you. I've never seen in my life, a dwarf, or able to talk to one, or able to like, be sexual with one. Like you're like my biggest fantasy. And they just want to get to know me. And honestly, like we take it from there. And it's like there's no creepiness. It's kind of like we turn into like this like I don't know, like we're shooting the shit like friends.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just a relaxed situation that kind of like like you never know those like good grinder hookups that like you're like, hey, like yeah, I'll hit them, I'll star it, like, and it's like yeah, like we'll repeat,
Right.
Yeah, well, I'll see you again.
and
I have a couple of friends who been doing this a long time, and they're like, oh yeah, I have very loyal clients that I
Yeah.
see multiple times a year
yes,
who fly me places in order, like it's a
that's
built,
when it's gonna get good. Yeah,
it's like a built upon
Yes.
relationship.
you have that Rolodex. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's really lovely. I know for me as a person who it's like, girl, I am so busy. I have so much going on. I get my food delivered. I get my laundry done. Like
Mhm.
there are certain things you're like,
Yeah.
I don't have time to
I
handle
get that
this.
whole delivery.
yeah, yeah.
I just don't have time to handle this in the way other people do. So I
Yeah.
need to handle it this way.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And it's nice when you can like really connect with a person.
It really is. And then they're like, their chances of hiring you again, like, are tenfold now.
Right.
They're going to be like, oh, yeah, like, we're definitely going to be. And then that's how you build, like, the Rolodex. And yeah, it's great. It's great to have that.
So what about the
What's
worst?
the worst experience? I'd
The
like
worst
to know.
experiences was when they get rough and, like, not in a
Oh.
good way.
Oh yeah.
Like, they're overcompensating because their dick don't work. And that's when they get aggressive. Yeah. Yeah.
And so
Blue
they,
Chew.
yeah, take a blue chew.
Yeah, yeah. So they'll like make up, and I'm like, listen, if the dick's good, baby, the dick will speak for itself.
Right.
So like, if you're gonna have to do all these theatrics of like choking me out, and I'm like, no, listen, my boyfriend don't even choke me out. So like, don't like chill with the theatrics.
Yeah.
Like, unless there's nothing wrong with like a little like grab, a little slap, a little here, a little there. But when you're getting like I'm constantly telling you and I'm grabbing your hand, that's a sign for like I'm not down with that dude.
It is weird when people have to like treat you like a bop it to get hard.
You
You know
li-
what I mean? What
That's-
is wrong with
I
you?
want to use that now. Yes, yes. Yeah, no, literally. And I'll just be like, dude, we're done. And I'll just grab the fucking money and leave. I'll be like, no, this is not what we agreed.
Yeah, you crossed the line.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
crossed the line. Like, I understand you paid for a service, but you're not going to treat me like,
So in
you know.
that case, you'd be like, "Give me the money still," because
Yeah.
you've overstepped the
yeah,
boundaries.
you've over completely.
Yeah.
What about weird? Like, what about
What's the
like,
weirdest
I want
thing?
you
Yeah,
to
did they
dress
ever,
up
like-
like this, skip around and sing this song? Like, I don't know.
You're not talking
I
about your fantasy.
sit on a cake.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
There's definitely been some like some.
Uh-huh.
They want me to be young. Let's just put it that way. Yeah.
Diaper?
Yeah. All that. Trust me. Yeah.
I think that's pretty. Oh no, that's not okay. Okay.
Shaved.
I used to dress up. They ask you to, and you do it for a certain amount.
Oh, for a huge amount.
yeah,
Yeah.
To get all, because
Like,
that's gonna
yeah.
stub.
Oh,
in a couple
yeah.
days.
Yeah. Like completely like
Shave the whole thing?
baby smooth. Yeah. Yeah.
Nair.
Okay. Well, okay. So I don't know if you know
Shave
this,
the
but I used to dress up like an adult baby.
Uh-huh.
But not like sexually. I was
Uh-huh.
in drag, and I didn't realize that was like a subculture of people. And my friend Vander told me after like the third time that I did it, she was like, "A lot of people are gonna be messaging." you."
Oh yeah.
And some
Yeah.
guy literally saw me on the street, pulled up in his car, and was like, "Get in!"
Oh,
And
yeah.
we did.
Oh yeah.
And I
Oh
was like, because I was in like a diaper.
Yeah.
And he was like so
It's
horny.
huge. Like on the internet, it's wild.
Yeah, well, it's at street fairs now. They have like
Oh
the
my
clay
God.
pins where they all crawl around in their diapers.
Oh my god.
And it's just so
That's why.
strange.
I
to
saw a
me.
pup play in person for the first time at
Oh, yeah?
the Eagle in New York. Yeah, and that was
Mhm.
wild to me.
Yeah.
That was
Oh my
it was
goodness.
fun. I was like throwing the bone at them, and they're like on the floor, like, "Arr!" and I was like, "You guys are just so hot and so cute doing this." Yeah, I understood it. I have like pup friends now. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that everyone can like find what they're looking for. I think the biggest thing is like communicating,
exactly.
consent,
communication.
laying it all
Communication.
out.
Yeah.
So, like,
What
uh,
were you gonna ask this one?
yeah, but you should do it.
Okay. Because I also think about hygiene. Like I
Yes.
like to get massages,
Same.
and I am
Same.
always,
Big on
like
massages, yeah.
I schedule it to make sure that I can be showered at home
Completely.
and drive to the massage and then like go
Completely.
home and take a nap.
Yeah.
And when people are like, "Oh, I can squeeze you in at this time," I'm like, "Oh, I'll be in the middle of my day. I'll be
Yeah.
like working."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume hygiene is also very important.
Hygiene is extremely important. To
What
me.
what are things people should
Do
know
people not
when
shower before you come over?
inquiring
No.
to hire
No.
a sex worker?
Yeah. Dude, you'll get like there's men out there that don't even want to touch their ass, let alone if they want to take a shower. You know, like that's like yeah, it's the hygiene is a huge issue. That's like my number one. Kind of like being no drug use is my number two. That's
Oh,
that's
yeah.
major. And there's such a prevalent like the hours when they're hitting you up. It's like yep, I'm gonna have to just say this right off the bat. And no, I'm just
No lie,
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah, they
they'll be like,
will.
I'm not on any.
I'm not
Yeah.
on drugs. What do you mean? I'm not.
It's just 4 in the morning. You know?
There's just 6 of us in a motel room.
Yeah.
Come on over.
Come on over.
We're just playing video games.
Shave yourself.
Yeah,
Can
yeah.
we pay you
Completely.
in 3 different Venmo installments? You're like,
Yeah, no.
I'm in for the night.
Yeah, no.
Anything else?
I think that would be my biggest. Yeah.
No drunks, right?
Yeah,
Or
no
do you-
drunks.
Yeah.
You have to be sober.
You're
with-
out.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
gonna-
yeah. You have to be like sober with me. That's the big thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I don't know what people's mindset are like when they drink. You know.
Yeah. No, they
And-
can turn real quick.
Exactly.
So what do you think? What is the biggest thing you have learned about yourself by doing this kind of work? Like, because I assume initially it was out of your comfort
That I can
zone.
really make a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, did you have to just like learn business all of a sudden? Like, what did you go to school for?
Girl,
Like,
thank you for putting me in marketing. If I could shout out my marketing teacher right now, like
Go off.
like that was the best thing, just being able to take those lessons and market myself
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
business, and then like see my fucking bank account and be like, wow, like this is just because of me, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And just like it came full circle of like hitting myself, like wanting to like just crawl under a rock and like just never be in touch with society, to like being naked every chance I can get, flirting every chance I can get, putting my dick out there every chance I can get, and it paying off. Like it's mind blowing, even just still talking about it, you know. And
Yeah.
getting to do these gigs now and evolving from the internet, being like this digital person, and then like getting the opportunities to talk about my story and breaking into all these like markets. And I'm like, it's crazy what I've done, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because I never would have thought I would have gotten this far. You know,
I know you're like huge. You blew up so quick. Well, it looked very quick to the outside world,
It-
but I mean, it started when you were 18. I guess.
exactly, yeah. And people are just like, dude, like I saw your Twitter one day, and it was like this X amount, and I
You
was
have like 300,000 followers,
It's-
and it
it's-
grows
it's-
every day.
it's nuts. And it's like now that I'm doing the podcast and the interviews, and they're like, I saw you on this, I loved you, and it's like it's crazy to me, and
Yeah.
it's another avenue for people who may have not seen me already, like to be like, wow, I want to like see this dude's work.
Yeah.
You know, so it's great.
I
And
love
it's
that.
pretty good work.
You know,
You know,
the work
yeah.
works.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
All right, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be
Right
right back.
And we're back.
We're back. Now, usually we end our show with a segment called
Fuck Talk!
but we've been talking fucking this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all we've been doing.
But you are in a relationship with someone who also does this same work,
Yes,
which I think is like a pretty unique sort of scenario to
Yes.
be in.
Yeah.
yes.
Meatball,
Yeah, you
you're
really
familiar.
lucked out with the content creation too, because if you know scheduling's ever bad, you just got a man right in the house with you.
That's right, Joel. I love you.
So lucky.
So, Meatball, you're familiar with Joel,
Yes, I know Joel.
Uh-oh.
and you describe Joel's work as
interesting and fun to watch.
No, you have ultimately said he says some crazy fucking
Oh yeah,
shit.
he
in
says
his-
some weird shit.
Oh, he
Sometimes.
does.
Yeah, well, I started because there was like a meme going around that was like a picture of him. And it was like, "You're fucking this guy. What happens next?" And it's like, he
Really?
says the craziest thing possible to you. Like everyone was like, he says something crazy about this, and so then I like started watching his stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this man sometimes just goes out there."
Oh yeah. His studio work is like he's been a priest, he's been a coach, he's been a literally like he's literally you've done it, you name it, he's done it.
That's
Oh,
why
he
his last
commits
name is someone.
Someone.
Because he can be
Essentially
anyone.
literally anybody. Yeah.
Also, one of my go-go dancers, one time he came to my party or something, and one of my go-go dancers literally lost his mind. He was like, "That's my favorite actor.
Really?
That's my favorite actor."
Oh,
and I was
yeah.
like, "Go say hi."
Oh yeah. The fangirling is cute when we're out and about
yeah,
together.
I'm sure it
yeah.
happens a lot.
Yeah, it's cute.
So I think something that a lot of like very monogamous or straight people don't like fully comprehend is not only the idea of like being in an open relationship, but
Mhm.
also being in like an open working relationship. Now, are you in an open relationship or is it just for work that you're open?
It's definitely just for work.
Mm.
Yes.
And I think people go like, that doesn't make sense because when you're working, you're fucking people, so therefore you're not in an open relationship.
yeah, and then
But
to the Muggles, as I like to call them, the ones with the 9-to-5s who have no idea like how we would even like get in a situation like this. Are you all right?
Yeah, let's just go.
it's our peppy nippies.
So they're like, how could you like, and I'm like, it's literally for our line of work.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he'll go out and do studio, or he'll go out and film OnlyFans content with somebody. And they're like, aren't you jealous? Aren't you worried? Da 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 da. I'm like, I have nothing to be worried about, because like, I think the trust is first and foremost, and then it's also the communication.
Mm.
And then that is like the two rules I live by with any relationship, and especially going in with this one. Like I was like, as long as we can talk about it and we like fully communicate our needs and like where our line and our boundary is, that's fine. And I've been dating him now 6 months, and it's like incredible.
Already using the love word?
I know.
Wow, you're very emotionally available.
You'll never know that feeling, will you?
Never in my life will I ever know that feeling.
But yeah, I think just people from the outside who are not in the industry like don't really understand that concept. Like
Yeah.
he's fucking other guys, and you're okay, and you're fucking other dudes, and like, how do you
It's
not?
just strange that sometimes people can't separate like the concept of like sex
And love.
like love.
Yeah.
Like it's two different things.
I'm like,
and if your job is just to fuck someone or take it in the butt, it's like you can
I
have
was
no
thinking about
emotion.
that.
exactly.
I'm like, you're telling me that in a drunk moment at a club, you like fuck someone in the bathroom or make out, and your entire 10-year marriage where you share property and whatever has to be over. Like when I think about monogamous relationships deteriorating because of one small sex
Yeah.
act,
Yeah.
it's like, I could understand if you then lie about it forever and you feel betrayed. But
Yeah.
if you go like, oh, I fucked someone at the club last night, it's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Do you know their name? No. Are you gonna
Like,
see him again?
No.
Probably not.
He's came across that with me. He's like, yeah, I messed around with this really hot guy. We were in Palm Springs and we like had a threesome, and I was like,
Mhm.
it was just like off the cuff, but it's like he tells me and I tell
Yeah.
him,
Right.
even when we're apart,
So I have said this before that, my sort of dream scenario in like an open relationship would be that if I were to get an STI, that I could come home and sort of throw that, Z-Pack on the table and say, sorry, babe.
Dinner
Yeah.
served, babe.
Dinner served.
We got the gonorrhea
Yeah.
again.
Oh yeah.
Does it feel, because you guys are really, out
We're out
here,
there.
Do you feel
We're
like
collecting
that?
them all like Pokemon. No.
You're like,
You
we got
kinda
we've got
are.
super chlamydia.
Yeah.
No, but like, does it?
The sex
I
worker
also
will have
remember
super chlamydia, yeah.
We talk about STIs all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I remember the first time I ever got one, I felt like my
girl.
world was going to
Oh,
collapse,
same.
and now it just
Same.
feels like
I was crying outside of Planned Parenthood.
right.
I've
Yeah.
still never gotten one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Good
well,
for
I got
you.
crabs one time.
Oh.
And then possibly syphilis, but we never got the results back. I was just put
okay.
on
What happened? They
Fingers
got
crossed for no
lost?
No, my hands
that-
just got real itchy, and the doctor was like, I'd suggest you go take these antibiotics and get an STD test. And I went, I'll do the first part.
Oh, you didn't even get checked?
No, it went away.
Whatever's in my body, we're gonna kill it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
So, like, have you had that conversation, or have you encountered that sort of scenario where you have to be like, sorry?
Oh yeah, we've run into it already. Like he's broke the news to me on FaceTime, or like when we're apart, like when I'm in Jersey, and he's like yeah, like it just came back, and we have that.
Then what do? You just go straight to a doctor?
I go straight to my doctor and I get tested. Yeah, immediately. I'm very
That's how it works.
Yeah.
No, I know. I would just go straight and get antibiotics.
Well, clearly, we know that you hate getting test results.
Yeah.
You got to get tested first, baby, because you don't know what you have.
Yeah, and you don't need the extra antibiotics in your system.
Yeah,
I'm trying to kill
then when it's something serious, then you're gonna already be immune to it.
Listen to the doctor.
Oh, I feel like Monet Exchange. When she talked about antibiotics. She knew nothing about them.
Girl, my doctor's on speed dial because he knows. Like, I'll call him in the middle of the night. Like, I think I got something. Can you just send that prescription over? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do.
But he'll be like, I'm
gotta
gonna have
get
to check
tested
you.
first.
Yeah. And I always think about this too, with like, especially like, I mean, with COVID and like the flus and colds, and like how friendly hot dog is.
Oh yeah.
A lot of making out, and then you're like,
Yeah.
hey, we all have a cold now.
Exactly. No, yeah. At COVID twice. I think I'm still getting boosters. Like, people make fun of me, and I'm like, I'm still.
No,
no.
I'm ready
Yeah.
for my
Keep getting your
fifth.
boosters.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep
Boost
getting your
it up.
boosters, please. Yes.
Because I've had it
But,
twice now too, and it's literally awful the second time.
Yeah.
You had it a second time.
Well,
Monkeypox was the major
Well,
thing.
you didn't get tested.
no, I did get tested, and it kept saying negative, but my boyfriend had it, so there's
Oh.
no way that I could get it.
Wait, so yeah, what was your monkeypox experience? Did you
The-
shut it all down?
I was extremely paranoid
Yeah.
because I think it was almost harkened back to that time, like when queer people were going through the AIDS epidemic.
Yeah, of course.
And it was like, now the new age gays were like, this is serious. This is for the ones who didn't live through it or like experience or I dated older men, and they always told me of those, like what it was like back then.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not gonna be stupid. I'm not gonna it's especially like we don't even know, it could be on a sheet and you get it. Like nobody even knew,
Right. Yeah.
So I immediately stopped everything, and that was like extremely hard because I was like, a girl's got to eat,
You just
and
went back to those live streams where you take their dick in the one hand and you
Literally.
slap it in the palm of the other. You know that's my favorite move.
That's
Yeah.
his
like
favorite.
I went back to digital only until
Yeah.
like I got a handle and I was able to get my first vaccination,
Right.
and then I was able to go out and about and go to P-Town and do everything that I wanted to do again, like the in real life stuff. Yeah.
P-Town.
P-Town.
So, what are you excited for the future? 2023.
2023, baby.
2023, I'm definitely excited to finally be able to show the world the reality shows that I've been doing that I can't talk about.
Oh,
Yes.
so what you're saying is you
What?
can't
We go
say
bleep that too.
Cut.
God.
Yeah.
So
We'll
okay, so
allude to
that's
it.
very exciting.
I'm very excited because I think that's gonna pull in a whole new audience.
Oh yeah.
Now, have you been in talks with anyone? Because I know there's like a certain echelon to get to when they say, "Hey, why don't you come down here to Flesh Jack and we'll mold your dick?"
Yeah. When are
Yeah.
we gonna get that dick mold? Well, you know what? We
Well-
can make them.
we can call Gabe.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Can
We
make
can definitely do that.
I'm on Meatland.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
love
yeah.
to do that.
Okay.
I literally
What
would
other
love-
projects? So reality TV
So
you can't
the
talk about.
the reality TV I unfortunately can't talk about, but that's gonna be.
We'll have you back.
Yeah, I would love
Okay,
to. Thank
great.
you.
We'll do it in a pool
Ooh,
Yes, in Palm
that'd be-
Springs.
In
Come
Palm
to Palm
Springs,
Springs.
yes.
Springs.
in August.
And I got the
At
house. I already know
CCBC.
where we can go. I have two friends of mine. They would
Oh,
love.
Oh,
we're
great.
doing a live event
Oh my
in
god.
Palm Springs this year.
Oh my
I
god.
heard it here
CCBC.
I'm there.
first in July.
Jul-
No, August.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think
August.
we're doing it in
Okay.
August.
We're doing it in August.
because Bear Week is in P-Town in July. Then I'll be in. Yeah.
Are you gonna be in P-Town for Bear Week?
Oh, I love Bear Week. Yeah. I stay at the boat slip, and then
I
I
know
was-
what you do at the boat slip.
I have. Yeah. Tea dances were very fun.
I've
Okay.
never been to P-Town, so none of this means
You
anything
have
to me,
to.
but I'm very
You have to
jealous.
go. It was my first time last year, and this year actually, and it changed my life. I met Joel there. That's how we met.
Oh, you met
Oh,
in
yeah.
that's so
P-Town?
Yeah.
cute. cute.
Yeah, I met Joel there. Yep, because we were flirting on and off for like years, and then I finally like met him because I was petrified to meet him in New York when I didn't know what I wanted to do next. After like, I was like, well, I got to go into the real world now and meet like these porn stars, and
Yeah.
I was so intimidated by them. And so finally, like, I kept putting them off when him and his ex were living in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So they moved to LA, and then went with my best friend to Pete Town for Bear Week, and there he was on commercial, and I was like, I know you. And it was like years of flirting just like culminated, and we just went right up to that hotel, girl. Yeah.
Set up those
Oh.
cameras and started fucking.
Yeah.
Cameras?
Wait, really?
Right
Did you
away?
really?
It was right away cameras because the chemistry was like right.
You're like, this
Yeah.
is gonna be $1 million
Yeah.
video.
My
That's
best,
amazing.
Yeah, my best
well,
friend
you
filmed.
knew.
It was hilarious.
Oh.
You could find that on my Twitter.
Okay,
Yes.
I just had like possibly an insensitive / inappropriate thought, but as Meatball knows, I'm always going to say it out
Yeah,
loud.
say it
Go
out loud,
ahead.
give it to
Go
us.
ahead.
You said tea dances were so fun. If you haven't been to a tea dance, specifically in P-Town at Bear Week, it's just wall to wall people smashed in.
Yes.
Not for
So my assumption is you would walk in and you're just at dick height walking around like looking at bulges.
I would be like,
Paradise.
Okay, good.
Okay, good,
Okay,
good,
that's
good,
what
good.
I assume, and
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
and you're just like, hello.
Yeah. Hello.
and they're all
How
just
you
looking at
doing?
you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. The underwear parties were great.
I bet.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
We could go. Yeah.
anything else you would
I'm
like
not-
to
do
Do you
plug?
got anything to plug?
2023 is going to be great. I would love to plug my Twitter.
Oh yes.
You can find me on Twitter at King Dwarf NYC. My Instagram is at King Dwarf Official. And then if you'd like to sub to my OnlyFans, that's at King Dwarf as well.
Yeah.
So
Well branded,
thank you.
King Dwarf.
King Dwarf.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you.
was so
This is an
fun.
honor. I love your podcast.
Oh, thank
thank
you.
Thank you
you.
so much.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of the new year of Sloppy Setup.
That's right, 2023, baby.
And remember that you should always call in at 213
Hey.
536 9180 for their fuck talk story, or email us at sloppysecondspot@gmail.com.
That's right. I'm Big Dipper Jelly on everything. You can follow Meatball at Spiciest Meatball or Meatball the Queen. What is your
Meatball
TikTok?
the drag queen on TikTok.
Ooh.
See, she needs to work on her branding.
Well,
do,
because
you
someone
do.
got spiciest
I'll teach
meatball
you.
everywhere, and
But
it
see,
can't
the
just
thing
get
is,
meatball.
She doesn't need to work on her branding because somehow she's massively popular, unverified, shadow banned, and still everybody pays attention.
That's an accomplishment,
God
girl.
bless.
Proud of you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Proud of you. We
Anyhow.
know how it is.
Thanks so
Yeah,
much.
getting shadow banned isn't that bad.
No.
Bye. I hope you enjoy. Now take a look at these peppy nippy.
Diabetes.
To listen to Sloppy Seconds one day early, ad-free, and to watch our full video episodes, sign up for Mom Plus at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball.
Editing and sound design by
William Pitts. Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Big Dipper, and Joe Cilio.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.